These all are the best gacha action RPG games for mobile with a hack and slash base, making the game even more exciting to play. It's because we need to master how to use a different skill, dodge the incoming attack, and how we should keep our concentration to anticipate every single enemy's movement. It's very satisfying when we are able to make a perfect dodge. Most of the ARPG games now have a gacha base, either to get a higher equipment level or new recruitment heroes. Top 10 best gacha games in action RPG hack and slash for Android and iOS PC 2025. Endless Dream. This game is the best gacha action RPG 2025. It has a hack and slash based game where the hero can get a random ability every time we clear the stage, which I mean, it has a roguelike system. In combat, we can take 3 different heroes and switch the character freely. Once you see the other hero reach the maximum gauge meter, then we can unleash their ultimate skill by support action or switch them up. It has a top-down view perspective and we can't change the point of view. Most of the enemy will come in a massive number, but don't worry because most of our attack is area of effect range, so we can slash them all by using a single strike at the same time. I didn't see any special skill showcase. It makes the combat finish faster. Endless Dream has a semi-open world base where we can explore the safety area before we get into the dungeon. Through gacha, I got 2 epical heroes. The game now is on development, that's why it's only available in a certain country only. I got the information if this game will release in 2025. Sword Art Online Variant Showdown. After a comeback from a long maintenance, this game has a better graphic and way brighter background. The most important thing is we can get a higher gacha rate for the earlier game. I got SSR hero through gacha and also 2 SR heroes freely from gacha. One of the best no pay to win gacha action RPG games for mobile. I would appreciate the developer who are making this game into mobile, and it seems like a remake for me. Sword Art Online anime has a lot of fans and no wonder the game reached more than 1 million downloaders. The combat mechanism now is slower if we compare with the last version it has, but it makes the combat even more realistic and we can see the hero's action clearer. We can use a different hero to make a combination attack. I really love how the reach system will increase the hero's attack speed and we can kill the enemies much faster. Keep switching the hero to unleash a support skill would be the best strategy to win the combat. Sword Art Online Variant Showdown is the best no pay to win gacha game RPG for mobile 2025. One Piece Ambition. Surprisingly, this game suddenly become one of the most played anime gacha games now. We have seen so many One Piece games on mobile, but this game is the best for me. It was made by the official games developer, surely it will exist longer. Unfortunately, the game is only released in a specific country. From the visual and how the character is well delivered to the player with an actual voiceover, making the characteristic of each hero can be introduced easily, especially for the One Piece fans. So the main gameplay is hack and slash. We don't have to worry about the stamina or energy because we only need to concern about the cooldown time. I'm sure the newbie player would easily understand the combat at all. We can get a new hero through gacha and I'm totally impressed how the gacha has a higher rate, even though it was made by the official One Piece in-game. PGR Punishing Grey Raven. I remember how this game launched on mobile for the first time. It got so much hype from all players and how all YouTubers always talking about this game. Until now, it's still the best no pay to win action RPG gacha game for mobile. We can easily get S tier hero even if you don't have any S tier hero. It's okay for using a common hero because the game really focusing on the player gameplay. The more players can master the dodge action and predict the enemy's movement, the higher the winning rate will be. Anyway, I love how we can tap the dodge button repeatedly. Seriously, it has a great combat mechanism with a fast-paced gameplay that will boost your adrenaline to always make a perfect move and action. We will have a ton of character selections that we can collect through gacha. With a different weapon and variety of the abilities, movement will create the best team lineup for your battle. Blade of God X Orisols. This game is really challenging. I died many times when I reached chapter 2, even though I have upgraded everything that I can, but this is the part that I love playing a game at a hardcore level. The game will push the player to think faster in combat, we should anticipate every boss hazardous attack because it will deal way too much damage to us. Always maintain the stamina and don't let your hero be exhausted or you can't do any action then. The first free gacha I got 2 SSR skills which boost my strength significantly. Can you imagine? I got 2 SSR tiers at once. It's pretty high gacha rate. The combat mechanism is not the only interesting part I love. But the dark fantasy theme is really attractive with cool appearance we can change. Blade of God X Orisols now is available to download on Play Store and App Store after waiting for several testing. The best action hack and slash gacha game ARPG game mobile 2025. FESTIBATTLE. This new hack and slash game has a very good graphic with a cartoon and anime art style that combines to become one. Seriously, the game is insanely impressed me with a brawl based game. So we will play in multiplayer within a certain amount of number of players. The team will be divided into two sides of the red team and also the blue team. The team who can reach a higher score will become the winner. Before we face the other players, we should get some EXP by killing the monster. Keep grinding your heroes EXP to keep your power stronger and be ready to face the opponent. All of the equipment we are wearing can be obtained through gacha, like a weapon, armor, and accessories. At the beginning, the main hero is only using a sword with a male as the main hero. Snowbreak Containment Zone. Honestly, this game is getting forgotten, but I actually have my honest experience while playing this game. It's one of the best action role-playing games with an anime art style that is supported with a unique gameplay, where all of the heroes are using guns as their main weapon. So we can't switch the primary gun because of each heroes will represent a different shooter style. It has a gacha-based game to obtain a new hero or a new weapon to strengthen the power. The game is really good in combat. We can play the game with 3 different main heroes that we can deploy while in preparation. In-game, try to always be active on unleashing the skill of each hero when it's ready, because the gauge meter of our support hero will keep recharged when we are not even switching. This game has an aim assist, so we will get a better aim and easier to lock the target from a further distance. Snowbreak Containment Zone has a futuristic world with a robot as our main enemy. Aether Gazer. If you would like to play no pay-to-win gacha game, then this game is the best recommendation for you. I have my own experience getting free S-tier heroes really. Can you imagine have 4 S-tier heroes, which is way too much for me honestly, especially for a free player like me. I never spent any single penny at all, that's why I highly recommend you to play Aether Gazer as your primary gacha ARPG game. The game is not about how good the gacha rate is, but also the combat mechanism is one of the best so far. It has a very fast-paced level with a dynamic combat and a very attractive skill showcase. I'm pretty sure the first impression you get when playing it is really magnificent. The game's level difficulty is fair and balanced. I guarantee you will pass through the earlier chapter in a few hours. Each of the stages seems so fast to clear. It's because the number of the enemy appears is quite lower. I would declare Aether Gazer is no pay-to-win RPG 2025, and we should appreciate how the developer make male and female characters, while the other game is only focusing on female heroes only. League of Stickman 3. I'm still waiting for this game to release globally, because when I got a chance to play it, it was a great experience and really good. Even though I can assume the game is ready to launch globally, I've never seen any issues. Everything was run perfectly and smoothly. The combat mechanism is the next level, especially if we notice how the game's title is a Stickman, but the character looks thicker. Even the hero's appearance is not clear enough, but the way the hero unleashes the skill is really clear and enjoyable to see. Actually, it has a dungeon-based game where we should get into the dungeon to fight the monster. But when we reach a safety area, then we can manage ourselves to improve the hero by asking the NPC around and strengthen our power. Remember to use the gacha system to obtain powerful equipment and gear up your hero based on their primary weapons. Fairy Tail Fierce Fight. If you only have a low endpoint and limited free space, then this game will be pretty good to play. The game size is only about 1 GB, but the quality is absolutely impressive. You will get a lot of different stage arenas every time you pass through the stage, so you will always get something refreshing in combat. Okay, now I show you how I get SSR hero freely and 2 SR heroes for free. Seriously, it's free. I can feel their power is way too overpowered. No matter if you don't enhance their gear, I'm sure you can pass through the stage way easier. The combat mechanism allows the player to bring 3 different allies on our side. They all are switchable but need a cooldown time to replace between them. 3 of the main skill will be unlocked directly, except the ultimate one should be learned later at a certain condition. The storyline is not so long even though the scenes visual are pretty limited. I think the main reason is the developer want to make the game playable for mid-range pawns to low-end one. Bonus, Genshin Impact. As a bonus, I would like to give you all the best game for mobile. Since the game has been released globally until now, the developer keep updating the game continuously. Probably one of the most active games developer who get a huge attention from the player. We all know how Genshin Impact suddenly reached the top game among action RPG even it got so many rewards. As a gacha-based game, it will represent a unique character with their own unique storyline. You know, the game inspired so many anime ARPG open worlds on mobile right now, so we should appreciate it. I think all of the players already know how the combat is, but I only want to say something to the developer. Please make the gacha rate higher. It will be nice for all players then. These all are the best gacha ARPG games for mobile 2025. Remember to like this video and see you on the next list. Thanks.